I believe there's a perfect will of God and there's a permissive will of God. If you read Psalm 106, it talks about God's goodness to the people of Israel. He talks about how he rescued them from Pharaoh, how he does all these signs and wonders in the wilderness. Okay. So if you look at Psalm 106, reading from verses 12, it says, Then they believed his promises and sang his praise. But they soon forgot what he had done and did not wait for his plan to unfold. So you see, they did praise him for what he has done, but they soon forgot all of that, all of the miracles and wonders that God has done for them. And then the thing that it says here is that they did not wait for his plan to unfold, which means that God's perfect plan always requires waiting. We have seen it throughout the scriptures. David waited, Joseph waited, Sarah waited, Abraham waited. Okay. So all these people have waited, and God has a plan for each one of us. And for that plan to unfold in our lives, that requires waiting. But what did the people of Israel do? In the desert, they gave in to their craving. In the wilderness, they put God to the test. So he gave them what they asked for. So, what we do in our time of waiting usually is that we look at the world around us and we see that they're going at a pace, and we feel like we are being left behind, which is not true, because God says in the word, no good thing does he withhold from those who love him. Okay. So, just because you're waiting and it seems like you're missing out on a lot of good things. That is not true, because God said that He does not withhold any good from those who love Him, okay, who are seeking His plan for His life. So the thing is, we need to wait in spite of what we think we need to have. And the thing is, we should not let our cravings about what we think we should have go above God's will for our lives. When we do that is when, automatically we put our focus on what we need at the time. The lust of the eye is like, oh, I think I need that because everyone has that, and like, I think that's the right thing to do. Sometimes it might not even be a wrong thing what you're seeking, but you need to know that when God is withholding something from you, it is for you to be in his perfect plan. Okay. So the way you distinguish between his perfect plan and permissive plan. So you see that God actually gave them what they craved for in the wilderness, but then he sent leanness along with it. So the way you distinguish if you're in God's perfect will or his permissive will is in his perfect will, you will not have a leanness in your soul. Your soul will be well fed. Okay. You will have everything that it needs for your soul to flourish. So your soul will be flourishing when you're in the perfect will of God. But when you're in the permissive will of God is when you will not have that flourishing of the soul. So you will be like, something is missing. Even though you'll be doing everything and you feel like you have everything that you think you need, you will still lack that peace. And your soul will have leanness. You can tell when you have a leanness of soul, you will not have that joy, right? So that's the way you distinguish between God's permissive will and perfect will. So I hope this message blesses someone. um, do take it to the Lord as a confirmation if you're wanting to seek Him, to see if you're in His perfect will or in His permissive will. But I pray that God blesses this message. Thank you.